is from a company called Transcend, and it's the Transcend DrivePro 520. This is what the product packaging looks like. Now this is a full HD dual camera dash cam, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's got an f1.8 aperture, plenty of really great features built in. I'm going to show you some of the features on screen in a moment, but before I do so I want to show you the actual product itself. This is what the DrivePro 520 looks like. It's a very nice looking camera, as you can see. You can see the front lens there, but also it has got a secondary lens on the back. So this is the secondary lens, which is rotatable, so you can actually move this around to point in a different direction. Now this isn't really designed to capture what's going on outside the back window or the rear window of your car. This is really to capture what's happening inside the car. I've seen some dash cameras that actually have a zoom function on this lens and allow you to sort of zoom in out the back of the car. They're reasonable quality, but not that great quality. If you really want good capture out of your rear window, then I would get a separate camera and adhere that to the rear window. So this is the one that faces inside the car to capture what's going on with yourself, the driver and the passengers. And then we've got a screen here where we can review back the framing of the camera and also review back footage. We've also got some controls, little control buttons across the bottom. If we look across the top, we've got microphone pickup and speaker, and also where you're going to place the mount. And then on the bottom here we've got a red sort of protect button, so if we want to protect some footage. And then we've also got on the side here mini USB, which is where you're going to put the power cable and also the micro SD card slot. Now inside the box with the DrivePro 520, you get a couple of mounts. You get a suction mount, which you can put on your windscreen, or you get a more permanent mount like this. They're both on ball joints, and then you use this, on this particular one, you use the little adhesive pad and stick that onto your windscreen, and then you can in turn locate this onto the camera. So it sort of slots in like so and clips into place, and then you can adjust the angle of the camera. It's a good idea to get this nice and close to your windscreen so you don't get any of those sort of reflections or sun flares, so you get a nice clear image outside your front windscreen. Also in the box, and you don't get this with a lot of packages, and I really do appreciate this, you get a Transcend 32GB micro SD card inside the box. Now 32GB might not sound like a lot, but the way dash cameras work, they're a little bit different to action cameras. An action camera will record all the way through till the memory card's full, and then you'd have to format the memory card and start again. With a dash camera, they actually record until the memory card's full, and then they do loop recordings. They go all the way back to the beginning of the memory card and start overwriting the older files first. So you get this continual loop recording, and you can set up how long the individual video segments are in the menu. So you could have like a 30-second clip, and then it would do another 30-second clip, etc, etc, till the memory cards fill up, and then it will start recording over the oldest file. Now, why would you want a dash cam? Before I move on to show you sort of some of the features on your screen, the reason you'd want a dash cam is so that if anything happened, and touch wood, nothing will ever happen to any of you, but car accidents do happen. Thankfully, with the improvements in technology and road safety, they're getting less and less, but they do happen. And with a dash cam, you've got video footage of anything happening in front of you if you're not involved in the accident, or if you are involved in the accident, you've got video footage of what happened. And this can be used in evidence as well. Some insurance companies also offer a discount on your insurance policy if you fit a dash cam from a recognised brand. I've seen up to, I think the biggest I've seen now is 15%, or it might even be 17.5% discount on an insurance premium if you fit a dash camera. They also, if you do have an impact, then it will protect that particular video file so it can't be overwritten. And it also, as this one does, because it's got dual cameras, records what's going on inside the car as well. So really good peace of mind. And as I say, it can also save you not only a lot of headache because you've got evidence, but it can also save you some money on your insurance premium. So I'm going to switch to taking a look at the Transcend website, just so you can have a look at some of the features a little bit closer. Before I do so, this is a live broadcast, so hopefully, I've had some gremlins in previous live broadcasts with lip sync issues. I'm just hoping that I've sorted out those gremlins. I've been troubleshooting it pretty much all week. Before I do so, because this is live, a big shout out to the first 4 in the live chat, and that is to Best Tech LJL, Tanmay Misra, JFK4NZ and Mark Lovegrove. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who's watching either the live broadcast or the video on the main channel after the event. Now, if you don't follow me on Twitter, please follow me at Geekanoids, and also please follow me on Instagram as well. I publish plenty of photos there. So let's have a quick look at the DrivePro product on the Transcend website. And again, there is a link to this down in the video description. So this is some product shots. We've seen it in person, so you don't really need to see these. But this is the mount I showed you, the self-adhesive mount. And then we've also got a suction cup mount as well. And then if we scroll down, so we've got a dual lens camera, 130 degree field of view from the front camera and 110 field of view from that rear camera. We've also got an f1.8 aperture, so nice and bright, and it really does capture a good amount of detail. Very, very good detail on this. We've also got infrared LEDs, so even during night time these give a really good image quality. And then we've got this, this is what I mentioned about the G sensor in the DrivePro 520. It does normal recording, and then if there is an impact, it will instantly trigger emergency recording mode, and this prevents that particular file when the impact happened and a few seconds either side from actually being overwritten. So you're not going to lose those important files. There is an app that's also available. It's a free app in the iOS App Store or Google Play Store, and that will actually allow you to view back your footage via Wi-Fi on your iPhone or Android smartphone. The GPS receiver it built in here, so this has got GPS in it. It will actually log coordinates, date and time. I'm pretty sure it also records the speed you were driving at the time. And this is really good information because it allows you to be located by emergency road services, police or your insurance company. So very, very good as well. There's also a handy snapshot button on the back, so you could temporarily remove the camera and actually take photos whilst recording video of the event. And we've also got enhanced driver safety as well, so you can use this if you're using your car in a professional capacity. Perhaps you're a courier driver or a taxi driver, and it allows you to use it in those particular instances as well. These are the 2 car mounts I mentioned, and these are the main specifications. So if you want to actually pause the video, if you're watching this back after the event or after the live broadcast, then you can pause your screen now and check through all of those particular specifications. So anyway, that was a good look at the Transcend website that shows you all of the particular features of this camera. I think it's very, very well built. It's a little bit larger dash camera than some, but I think it's very, very well built, and it allows you to position this either just behind your rear view mirror or indeed just to the left of it, and you can use either of those 2 mounts. I would probably use the permanent mount if it was me. That's what I would probably use. I've been using the temporary suction mount whilst I've been testing this. The actual video footage is very, very good indeed. One of the better dash cams I've tested. Number plates easily readable. Even in sort of dark situations, I've still found that you can just about make out number plates. That's really good, a very good performance in this. The camera that faces into the car, I'm sort of in 2 minds as to whether that's really useful. I would have liked to have seen maybe the zoom function to allow really good images from the rear view window as well, just as an option there. But being able to see inside the car, I suppose it's got a good sort of a good use case scenario. You can rotate this round 180 degrees. You could have this front facing as well, or a slightly different viewpoint, maybe out of a side window. It doesn't have to be facing inside the car, but it is sort of really designed to be rear facing. The menu system's really good as well, and I forgot to mention for the power, so we've got mini USB, you do get a really long cable, and that's attached to a 12-volt vehicle accessory plug. So you plug that into the 12-volt vehicle accessory socket, and then you're good to go. So very easy to set up. If you wanted this hardwired, you could do it yourself, or you could indeed go into sort of one of the many garages available, and probably pay, I don't know, probably about £20–30 to have this installed, and then you could have it hardwired in, so every time you turn that ignition on, or every time you power up your accessory electric inside your car, this will automatically come on and automatically start recording. It's a very, very good system, and I can highly recommend it. Let me just give you a close-up look at that, because I haven't given you a close-up look of the product. Very, very good. Matte on the bottom here, gloss on the top. There's the side connections and that micro SD card slot, and there is that rear screen which has got a matte finish to it, so it's a non-glare screen. We've got a record LED and all of the various buttons for the menu system, and then of course the inwards facing or rear facing camera. So very, very good indeed. And I'm pretty sure that this is the microphone on the front, and then the top ones are indeed speakers. So really good. And then on the bottom, apart from that sort of a protect button there, we've also got just here a little tiny pinhole which is a reset switch, so if you do need to reset the camera you can. So anyway, that is it for this particular video. If you've enjoyed it, please do hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, because I publish a new tech video pretty much every single day. And also, if you've got any comments or questions at all, please do leave them in the comment section below. I've left links in the video description to where you can pick this up for yourself, and also to the Transcend website. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.